Hi everyone, it's Trinity and I here with her 6-month-old update. So she turned 6 months on the 12th. So now she's at about the 6.5 month mark. And just time is flying. I don't know where it's going. And I'm going to try to get better about these videos. I have videos that I still need to upload that have been recorded and everything. They just need to be edited. So please bear with us. Okay, so basically Trinity is sitting with support. She's not sitting on her own yet. So getting closer to that. She has 2 teeth coming in on the bottom. It hasn't cut through the gums yet, but you can see the white at the tip. She started solids. We started with rice cereal, which she seems to really enjoy, and I just mixed that in with the breast milk. And then after that we started oatmeal, which she doesn't like it as much as the rice cereal, but she'll eat it. We also started sweet potatoes, which she loves sweet potatoes. And yesterday we started peas, which she probably took 2 spoonfuls and just her face was hilarious. So the verdict is still out on peas, but right now she doesn't seem to care for it. She's like doing lots and lots of rolling all over the place. Have to be really careful, like on high surfaces, like the couch or whatever, because she seems to like to roll more when it's dangerous for her to be rolling. We had her doctor's appointment last week, and for the most part everything went well. They just the doctor was just concerned about her weight. She felt that for her size, well, for her age, that she should have been about 15 pounds to continue within the percentile track that she was in. She actually dropped on the percentile, which that really did concern me, because she went from 25th percentile to like the 8th. So the doctor just wanted me feeding her more. Before that she was probably taking about 25 ounces or so in a bottle, and then she would occasionally like nurse and everything. So she said that she should be having, you know, about 32 ounces or whatever. So now I'm waking her up through the night. Like I'm feeding her every like 2 to 3 hours now, and I let her sleep for about 6 hours through the night. I wake her up to feed her, and then she goes right back to sleep. So now we're between 28 and 32 ounces, and for the most part she's getting 32 ounces. But at the appointment she weighed 13 pounds 6 ounces, so it was almost like she'd only gained a little bit over a pound in the course of 2 months. And she was 25 inches and 3/4 inches long, so that put her in the 50th percentile for height. And her head circumference was exactly 16 inches, which I believe that was like the 25th percentile, but the doctor was concerned about that. She wanted to make sure she didn't have, I believe it's pronounced craniosynostosis, and basically that's with we have the soft areas of our skull, and that's not, it stays open until we're 1, and in some rare cases it can close early, which that can, you know, hinder growth with the brain and everything. So the doctor just wanted to make sure that she didn't have that, so we were sent out for a skull x-ray, which we went to last Friday, and we're supposed to follow up with the doctor within a month. But I'm just trusting, you know, that we went and got the x-ray just to find out, you know, that everything's normal. She's a very petite baby. Both her and you know, myself and my husband are relatively small people, and my parents were, you know, really thin or whatever. So I just think she's just gonna be small. So we're supposed to follow up within a month. And I had someone telling me, you know, if the doctor was like overly concerned about it, that she probably would have had us follow up sooner. And the x-ray technician said generally, like, if it was an issue, then the doctor would contact us before then. So I'm pretty sure she's fine. And also the x-ray technician said that generally with that condition that the child will have an abnormal shaped head, and she said her head looked very normal to her, but she wasn't able to share the results of the x-ray. We went back to the doctor this past Tuesday for her to get the flu shot. As most of y'all know, we both had the flu, so she's had the flu already before. And I need to get a flu shot myself. I've never had one. But anyway, when I just to backtrack, when we had her appointment last week, the doctor had suggested getting the flu shot, but she wanted to do it like with the other shots, which I had a friend who did that with her daughter, and her daughter had a reaction, and generally her daughter hadn't had any reactions before with her shots. So I was asking the doctor about that. I was like, you know, can we wait like a week or whatever? And she was just kind of like, oh, well, she's going to have a reaction. It's better just for her to have it at one time. Where I disagreed with that, because at least you'd be able to distinguish, you know, what caused the reaction. So, you know, I didn't really feel fully comfortable with that, but I'm like, okay, she's the doctor, you know, for the most part, trying to trust her judgment. So when it was time to get the shots and the nurse came in, she said that she was just going to get 2 shots and then the oral. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're not doing a flu shot today. And she said basically one of those vaccines that it shouldn't be mixed with the flu shot, and they just didn't want to take that risk. So I was like, wow, like the nurse had to say that, whereas the doctor, you know, I made a point to even ask the doctor about it, you know, without even knowing, you know, that it possibly could be some type of reaction. So that just really rubbed me the wrong way, you know, because it's one thing with her opinions with breastfeeding and stuff like that, but something that, you know, that's going to be injected into our child's body. So, you know, I'm still thinking I'm probably going to switch pediatricians. So anyway, we went this past Tuesday for her flu shot. She did very, very well. Like, she didn't even cry. And they said they had never seen a baby this young not cry for a shot. She just cried a little bit for her shots last week, but it was hardly anything. So I was really impressed. And then I was happy to see that she had gained almost a pound within a week. So when we weighed her, she was 14 pounds, 2 ounces just within a week's time. So the nurse was like, well, whatever you're doing, you know, keep it up. So I was glad to hear about that. So I was trying to think if it was anything else, but I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it with Trinity. She's growing, getting big. She blew y'all a kiss. So, yeah. I guess we'll just see you at the 7-month mark. I hope all y'all are doing well.